Hey guys, it's Glow. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In this video, I'll be bringing you guys along with me in a few days in my life, seeing where life takes me this week. It's been like 3 weeks. I just got back from Houston last Saturday and I was sad. This is the first time I ever came back to DC and cried. I legit cried coming back because I found my dream apartment in Houston and I just have to get some things settled and straight in DC before I permanently make that move to Houston. But I was just so sad. Oh my gosh. And so there's that. But at least I know I found where I am moving to. So I don't know about you guys, but the Holy Spirit usually nudges me. I feel a tug in my heart. I feel conviction like, dang, I'm scrolling too much on social media. Or, oh, like I shouldn't be listening to this type of music. Or you know, I'm focusing too much on this when I really need to be praying and talking to God. And so I felt that nudge on me, you know, while I was in Houston. And that Saturday night, no, Friday night, before I left to come back to Houston, come back to DC, I was just praying and I specifically said, God, I know I shouldn't be worried or anxious about anything. So I'm going to keep my eyes fixed on you, but help me keep my eyes fixed on you. So Sunday I came home and Monday was the start of a 3-day water fast that this group I'm in, it's a praying and fasting group. And so every quarter, we're going into the new quarter, we do a 3-day water fast. And so that's what I did. And on top of that, I did a dopamine detox, which I was going to record, but I'm like, nah, like, I was really coming from a place of desperation for God to answer a few things, and it wasn't about this. It wasn't about recording it and making a YouTube video about it. It was really about giving all of this up and just connecting back with God and just being desperate and in need for Him, right? So I started that dopamine detox on Sunday. Everything ended Thursday. So for the dopamine detox side, I did no music, no TV, no books for entertainment. Y'all know I like to read. I didn't play no video games. I barely even touch my phone. And then of course the 3-day water fast. And do y'all know, I prayed on Friday. I said, God, I know I need to keep my eyes fixed on you. Help me keep my eyes fixed on you. The verse that we started the fast with, let me bring it up, is Hebrews 12:2. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside God's throne. So I'm just reading. Is my camera crooked? Okay, if it is, oh well. But day 1 inspiration, it says, fix your eyes on Jesus. It says, let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith. That's Hebrews 12:2, the NIV version. And it says, as you begin this fast, take your eyes off your circumstances and set them firmly on Jesus. He knows the story from beginning to end, and he is crafting it with purpose. Even when you can't see the full plot, trust that he's writing a masterpiece. I just prayed about that on Friday. And see, this is why when you really give up the worldly things, when you're like really locking in with God truthfully, not for nothing else, God will speak to you. And the whole 3 days was like, trust God, trust God, trust God. But they went to Jeremiah 29:11. I'll put that on the screen. But everything was just trust God, trust God. Everything I read in the Bible was like, trust God, trust me, I got you. That's what I took away from the fast now. And I had to come to grips with, like, I'm gonna be honest, at first, at the beginning of the fast, it was like, well, that's not really the answer that I want, God. Like, okay, I know to trust you, but like, give me an answer. Tell me what to do. Tell me where to go. How should I handle X, Y, and Z? But even though I didn't really like the answer in the beginning, that is the answer. That, Gloria, you're not going to know every little step. You're not going to know the future. You're not going to be able to be in control of this. all you can do is trust me and to stand on my word, which is don't be anxious about anything, but instead pray about everything. What is it? Can worrying add a single hour or a moment to your life? Or don't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow has enough troubles of its own. Take it one day at a time. God is walking with me and I'm trusting him. And you know, I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm fighting through that fear, this very uncomfortable to not know your next move at all, and to have faith and to trust in something that you cannot see. And I think for me, I'm more scared of failure and I'm more scared of making the wrong decision. But it's like, if God is with me, if God is going before me, if I believe that I serve a God that whose word is true, who keeps his promises, who never, he's not a person that says, oh, I'm gonna do this but I take it back. And those are the things that I've experienced in the world. And like, God is not my worldly experiences. And so I am fighting through this very, very uncomfortable feeling of not knowing what's next. But again, I know that I serve a God who says I got you, who says I promise I got you, you know. And just really feeding that relationship and learning how to wait, wait expectantly, waiting for God. I'm expecting God to do what he says, waiting patiently. I'm not going to get in a rush and jump out there and do something myself, because 9 times out of 10 that will be a decision that won't bring me peace and it will really lack godly wisdom, you know. So waiting patiently, expectantly, and praising while I wait, reflecting and journaling like, hey God, I remember when you brought me through this. Hey God, I remember when I had a hard decision to make here and you helped me with that. So yeah, and just not opening the door anymore to anxiety, fear, depression, those things, and accepting God's answer for what it is, to trust him. So that's where I'm at with life, and just trusting God and building our relationship back up. As far as the dopamine detox, that 5 days has changed my life. Like, even now, the music, the TV, everything, all these extra sounds just irritate me, honestly, because I've just been sitting in silence all week. But all the noise is actually more overstimulating than I realized, because when you're in it, you just think all this noise is normal. But when you step out of it and make room for just silence, I'm talking about just sitting in silence, no music, no background noise, no nothing. Oh yeah, you can't run from yourself then when you sitting in silence, and you definitely can't run from God when you allow his presence to fill the room. So I even recommend doing that. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm still debating on whether I want to delete my Instagram or not, because that's like the only other social media platform that I have. I don't consider YouTube a social media platform. But what's up with all these like AI influencers? That's kind of spooky, y'all. I was getting spooked. That's where I'm at right now. Another thing God taught me this week is to never procrastinate again in life. That's a generational thing I'm trying to get out of. I will get out of, and I am actively getting out of, because I'm at the point in my life where you only got to show me something one time, God. Okay. And this time was the last time that I will procrastinate. My camera's like actually bothering me. I don't know what. Is it crooked or not? Anyway, I'm sorry. But I had this project for my job on my calendar for 3 months. I had it on my calendar for 3 months. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll get to it. It's probably no big deal, because we have projects and they're usually easy to get through. I had to manually readjust or reset. We have customers, and I had to make sure that they were connected to the correct sales rep. I had to manually do that for over 2,000 clients. And that was my whole last week of my life. I literally finished it at 2:30 this morning. Never again will I ever procrastinate. Never. Never, never. I cannot believe I did that to myself. Last night or early this morning, I was getting literally delirious because I've been staring at my computer screen all day for the past, since I got home. Since I got back home on Monday morning, I started. Matter of fact, no, I started on Tuesday morning. I started. And it was sickening. Like, I feel so, like, stupid for doing that. But no more procrastinating, because that's crazy. Why procrastinate when you can get it done and when you can give yourself more time? That's insane. I can't believe I was a procrastinator like that. So last week was tough, okay? I ain't been out the house. I haven't seen no sunlight. Like, I just been in the house. So this week I'll be getting out the house. I still have work to do. I have a meeting today at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not touching that laptop till like 12. I don't even want to look at a computer screen right now. So I'm up for the day. Again, taking things a day at a time. I have some things I want to do this week, but we'll get there when we get there, okay? Right now I'm probably going to straighten up my bookshelf because it's looking a little janky right now for me. Yeah, we're about to do that because I bought quite a few books while I was in Texas. I might put some clips of my time in Texas just because I love Texas. So I am so excited to read this book. No, okay, I said I wasn't gonna. Just give me a second. I said I wasn't. My camera is too high. I said I wasn't going to talk about my books, but you see him? You see this? This is what I'm reading this week, and I'm so excited. Tell me why I almost crashed out last week. He was in DC on Friday, and I came in on Saturday. I was so mad. This is my favorite author. S.A. Cosby, he's the best. And I'm so sad I didn't get to see him, but this will be my read for the week. But we'll talk about this later. I'm not going to do a breakdown of every book that I have bought this summer or what I'm going to be reading too much after my current read, but this man, Blake Crouch, okay, he's that guy. What do you consider this genre? Like, is it sci-fi? I guess it's sci-fi. Like, sci-fi, multi-dimensional, playing with time. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. This is the one. So I love this book so much that I bought Recursion by him as well, and I started reading it. Really good so far. I feel like it's gonna be taken up a notch. Okay, page that I leave on. I'm on page 55, so not even 100 pages in, but it's really good so far. I'm just not in the mood to read it. I'm a mood reader. If you're new to my channel, hello, I am a mood reader, and my mood flip-flops, okay, with what I want to read or how much I want to read on any given week. And because of what I was doing last week, just wasn't in that mode. But however, this book came out, okay, and I bought it the day that it came out, and yes, this is what I'm reading this week. I love, he does not have a bad book. How many books of his do I have? Hold on. Because y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. He's the best. I have one. No, seriously. Let's go through it. I have Blacktop Wasteland. All the Sinners Bleed. Razor Blade Tears, okay, and then I have My Darkest Prayer. He's the GOAT, okay. S.A. Cosby is the GOAT. Like, and I think I like his writing style so much because isn't he? I think he's from Virginia, and the areas that he talks about. I went to college at Norfolk State, so I know a little bit about that area, and it's just, oh my gosh, like I just want all of these to be movies. Like I just want to be in love with these characters. Maybe give this man some TV show series. Like we need all of this turned to something that I can watch like over and over and over again. So he's the best to me. So this is what's on my reading agenda for the week. I am really excited to get into this book and see where it goes. S.A. Cosby always takes me on an adventure. Don't really know what to expect, but well, I only know to expect great things. So we'll be getting into this either tonight or tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Y'all, after I came from the gym yesterday, I was drained. I took a shower, ate dinner, and went to bed. But today today is just a regular work day. I have 2 meetings today, one at 10, and then I have a meeting from 4 to 5. I'm really caught up on most of my work projects, which is a good thing. So I might take some of the free time that I have and go for a walk. I could slide to the gym and do legs, but we'll see how I feel. And it's supposed to still be thunderstorming and things like that. I don't know. It's looking real gloomy outside right now, but I'm up just getting ready for my meeting. I have my life group session today, and we're still reading this book called The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. So I'm going to catch up on the chapter for tonight. But other than that, just a real chill day.
And build a relationship with him. This last chapter is basically saying you can do all of these things and you're still going to have moments where you feel like God is distant, but to be reminded of the fact that he is always there and that there is a step process to get back on, to quote unquote get back on track, like to get you back in alignment. Not everything is going to feel like he's there, but to know that he's there and to help redirect your mind, because again, we went from feelings to thoughts to actions.
guys, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all real quick because I know this video seems like it was all in the same week, but literally yesterday was 4th of July and I started recording this at the end of June. So it's been over the span of 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm getting back into vlogging and I'm posting content regardless if it's perfect or not. So here we are. I'm finally in the mood to just wind down, read, and just relax. So finally, I'm getting into King of Ashes. This is how I'm going to spend my night and in the vlog. Spoilers, but I've been seeing like really, everyone's just giving this book a 5 stars, which I expect. So I'm just gonna get into this tonight and relax. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one.